Hello, hello. Ugh, it's the last week of February. What the heck? I don't know. Time just is like whoosh, whoosh, gone, gone, gone. Hi, Anne. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And Anne, hi. I hope you're doing well. Anne, are you the lovely person that popped in, I don't know, several months ago and said that your whole house, your aesthetic was an Asian theme? Was that you? Because I think it was, and I think that's why you popped on those bracelets. And I'm so glad that they went to you and that you like them or love them. I love them. I Lord, I showed them on and off for about 3 months, and I kept thinking, why aren't these selling? I don't understand. But whatever. So thank you. I'm glad you're happy with them. Let me just make sure. Oh, what? I got it. Start my timer. I don't even know what it did. I make sure to time how long I'm on from my back. It just seems to work that way. That definitely was not you. Okay, definitely not. Interesting. I wonder who in the heck that was. I don't remember. I just remember someone coming in several months ago to a sale, and it's since I've been living back here permanently, and they said their whole theme was an Asian theme, and then they disappeared. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. So I'm Lucinda. That's what it says down there, and that's really who I am. I live in Northern California on a homestead in the redwoods with the oak trees and the birds and the bees and the bears, and that's where I ship from. I do 2-week build-a boxes so that you can add a lot of items and save yourself money on shipping as you build your box. Hi, Ducky. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. And then I invoice within that 3rd week, and usually then it gets shipped out like 3.5 weeks. So there's a pretty big lag. All right. I'm good with it. My business is pretty small. My margins are pretty small. So that works well for my business model. If it doesn't work for you and you ever purchase an item and you want it ASAP, all you got to do is tell me. And Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I will invoice you out within 24 hours and get the item to the post office. Someone came in Friday and requested that, and it's invoiced, paid, it's boxed. I just have to print the label and get it to the post office, which I could not do yesterday because I have a really bad arthritic back, and I was putting stuff around my chair to box and inventory and do things, and I was like, you're gonna fall, don't put all this stuff right there. And I ignored that, and I didn't fall, but I stepped on something the wrong way, and I caught myself in this weird twisted way, and I had to stand there for over a minute, and it tweaked the crap out of my back. So absolutely nothing happened yesterday. Today is this sale. By the time it's over, the post office is closed. So I have about that box and several others, a few of which I'm waiting on payment, all going tomorrow. Absolutely 100% tomorrow. Atmospheric river or no atmospheric river, which if you're in California, you know. And if you're not in California and you're, sorry about this, blowing my nose, and you're somewhere across the country, then you're in a blizzard. So, I mean, I don't know. It's either too hot or too cold. What are we going to do, right? So, usually today is the beginning of week 2 of Build-A-Box. So again, if you ever want an item right away and you don't want to get into that whole lag, I can make it happen. I don't usually twist my back and do all that. And so therefore it would have been invoiced Friday and it would have gone out Monday, but not Wednesday. Okay. So my apologies for that one. Tuesdays, I've been doing Tabletop Tuesdays, which is like a flea market, virtual flea market where I turn the computer and we look at household stuff I'm clearing out, which I'm really glad to be clearing because I don't want to store it. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to box it. I don't want to ship it anymore. And people don't really want to purchase it and they don't really want to pay shipping, which is the whole reason that I jumped back into almost only jewelry about a year ago. In fact, there are many months I wasn't doing household at all unless I'm on someone else's channel. And even then, it's just not, So, but today, 2 things. Today, I'm going to do a rapid fire jewelry clearance. It is mostly earrings. It is also a few oddities. It is some 90s brooches. There's a jewelry bag and a craft jewelry bag. There is tie tacks. There could be costume jewelry rings, but I'm really sticking to an hour and a half today because I have a friend who's having an 80 years birthday celebration. And while it's going to be really hard for me to go there in this atmospheric river with my bad back and, celebrate, I don't want to miss that. Even if I'm just there for an hour, I want to go show up and then come back. So hour and a half today. Just jewelry, rapid fire, a few miscellaneous things. Very inexpensive. And I'm just like everyone else. I invoice through PayPal and I ship using pirate ship. Yeah, 80, Ducky. 80, and he has more energy than me. I mean, like 5 times more energy than me. And I'm like, what is your secret? I can do something for 3 or 4 hours and then I'm done. And he's just and I'm like, okay. Longevity. Tell me. I won't tell anyone, just whisper right here. Okay. So, and I want to say again to anyone who might be watching and who helped, thank you for stepping up for Miss Pamela Blanchard. We had a wonderful, extremely successful across the board drop hop train for Miss Pamela Blanchard, Oak Grove Mercantile, helping her raise money for a much needed surgery. And I sold almost half of my items. That recorded video is still up if anyone wants to take a look and see if there's an item on there that you might want. And thank you, Ducky. It was awesome. She's so great. I love her. And any of the other resellers. And then by Thursday, that's going to close because I brought very high-end expensive items. So Thursday, that will close. I feel like there was one other thing. Ducky, what was the one other thing? Hi, 710. How are you? Hi, Heidi. Welcome. Was there one other thing? Oh, and so 2 things. I sent an email to Patsy. I still haven't heard from Patsy about the matching clip-on glass dangle earrings to her brooch. Hi, Kat. I totally understand. I've been watching Friends Selling with Friends, and the whole time I was watching them, I was trying to eat breakfast and sorting all this stuff, new inventory, and getting ready for this sale. So, Patsy, you bought the brooch to these. Please, dear God, this is the last time I'm going to wait for you to tell me if you want them. And I'm just going to sell them. Patsy. And then also Lois. Lois, honey, your Gmail inbox is full or something. My what the heck? My invoice won't go through and my emails won't go through to your Gmail. So, yeah, I'm just worried about you, really is the bottom line. So, if you happen to watch this and you could send me an email and let me know, what do I have, like a old Gmail account? Do I have no idea. I mean, it's the only address I have for you, and I didn't receive any new information, so I don't know. Kat, do you know Lois Egan? And if you do, could you send me her email, please, if you get a chance in the next day or so, just so I can check if she, maybe she got hacked or something and she changed it? Because she hasn't bought from me for a long, long time. So, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, so it is raining. It is weird. It is not cold. It is hot, but it is not hot. It is black. I feel actually a lot of fibro flare, black, but we're going to do this. So, if you have any questions, let me know. And dear God, Ducky, yell at me if I don't pull the banner over. Just in all caps say, Lucinda. Kind of like how we yell at Melly. Ugh, Melly's doing something for me. I can't even talk about it. I'll start crying. Okay, first item up. $4. I'm dead serious. We're clearing. Dragonfly brooch. I'm going with 90s. I don't know. And I'm not going to say that a lot this time. That's something I do on Fridays a lot. On Thursdays, Tuesdays, I think I'm just going to go. So, Dragonfly, and this is all buy it now. No, it's not. This is a buy it now. $4. It is mother of pearl. It's absolutely gorgeous, but no one ever wants to purchase this. I don't get it. It is, one more time, let me be clear. Yep, mother of pearl and marcasite. It is not sterling silver. Brooch, $4. It's just an absolute mystery to me why no one wants this beautiful little dragonfly marcasite on the wings right here, and this mother of pearl marcasite here. This is just little drops of silver tone metal. $4. There you go. Boom, Cat. So, see, Ducky, you're not yelling at me. And it's sold to Cat. At least I remember. Thank you, Cat. Cat, I could have even picked this up from you. I have no idea. I don't think so. I've had it a long time and I've shown it so many times. And here's the thing. Once I show something, like I don't know how many times, then I'm done. Marcasite, the poor man's diamonds, right? Yep. Okay, let's do these. I have had these for, my computer and this autofocus. I keep forgetting. Okay, big note. Fix autofocus. I hate that my webcam decides if it should be dark or light at whim constantly. Whoosh. And friends selling with friends. Yeah. The cat on friends selling with friends. YouTube is still doing the thing where people's comments are not going in, people's comments are not showing up. So if you put in that you want something and you don't see your comment, put it in again, please. Sorry. So I have had these probably at least 6 months before my father passed. So way too long. I bought them in a huge lot. They are artifact brooches. Artifacts, like a fact. Artifacts. And they are a collab with JJ. I have a bunch of them. They're your choice. $4. JJ collaboration with artifacts. $4, your choice. Yep. Yeah, I love that dragonfly, but Kat, we talk about this all the time. At least I talk about it. I cannot tell you how many brooches I have on every shirt that I own and sweater and jacket. So this is a buy it now for 4. You would just have to say house, right? It's a 90s collaboration with JJ. So this would be house. And I don't know if 1050 was at the store or if it was at a mall. I have no idea. Banner. There you go. See, yell at me. So house. And JJ is very collectible. See. So 15 marked down to 10. I have no idea. I love this one. It's a bird cage with these little enamel like parrots, green and blue on a branch back there, silver tone. And these are all about 2 to 2.5 inches in diameter. I love this Victorian bird cage. Cat gets the bird cage because they are buy it now choice. I love the bird cage, Cat. Thank you. Next one is Froggy on a swing. He swings. He's so happy. He's on his little log. And you know, these are like a pewter silver tone. And he swings, and his chain is like a gold color. JJ was like really, really hot. And as far as I know, still is. But see, and here is the. Where'd it go? I just saw it a minute ago. Come on. Right here. JJ. Just in case. The frog. See, Cat? Cat. You and me could have a brooch off. You know, Cat, how I was talking about that. I hate the Ziploc plastic bags, and because plastic, I don't want to keep putting plastic in the environment. But I understand why people use them, because then you can put a whole bunch of stuff in a bag, or just a item in a bag right away and write the price. So when you're going back to pack, you don't have to think about it. So I think I'm going to do that with organza bags and just a piece of sticky note, so that it'll make it easier when I go to pack. Web browser. Isn't that the spider? And I have one in silver. I mean, I thought these Yeah. See, because I don't want to do plastic bags, but I will do the organza and sticky notes because I've gotten to, and then there's a gold one, and it's just a spider alert. Spider alert. So there's the silver or that, and then it's a computer and a keyboard, and it's on a web browser. Halloween joke, right? Okay. And the last one, this beautiful cardinal with the pink flowers and a little birdhouse, which is like ridiculously undersized, and some rocks and whatnot on a fence. I love spiders. You know, I did that short video of the ballooning spiders all over my land, and they continue to be doing that. I guess they found their way down here. And I had people saying, "Oh my God, did you go kill them all?" And I was like, what? Number one, they're outside. Number two, they're good for the environment. They eat the bad bugs. They add to the ecosystem. Like, why am I killing the spiders? I mean, listen. Spiders on the inside of my house, everywhere? No. Black widow spiders? No. But, you know, just your basic living on this planet spiders? What's the problem? Thank you. So let me go up, and birdcage was sold to cat, and the frog was sold to cat. Thank you so much again. Okay. These are cool and funky. And let's get that banner off. I bet you do, cat. What about bearded dragon type? Do they make like jewelry with bearded dragons? So these are really cool. I tested these for silver. They showed the tiniest amount of red, so I'm just going to go with no. I think these are like 80s, maybe 70s, and these are going to be a starting bid of 5. These are really interesting. Now, what is this one wanting to do? What is it doing? Hold on. Let me get these correct. Here. These are earrings. They are pierced. I'll show you the back in a minute. And they are, so the reason why I'm thinking 80s is because of punk rock and new age. I mean, not new wave music. See, if you do like this, they do that. But when they're actually hanging, they're a little more diagonal, and they're long. Yes, grunge. Exactly, Heidi. And I mean, they're like shoulder dusters. So I'm here to tell you, I went to I was so fortunate to be in Berkeley in the music scene, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I would have worn these like nightly. I wore chains around my wrists, the whole thing. I went to all the punk shows. These are shoulder dusters, so they're about 4 inches long, and they are light. They are lightweight. They are hollow. They are hollow, and for some reason, this one wants to hang funny, but they don't hang funny. Okay, very unique, very original. Starting bid 5. Remember, I don't do recaps, and I will go ahead and put that down and move on. Thank you, Ducky. Temu has some. Oh, I stay away from Temu. Yeah, and that's just a personal thing, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I think more than anything for me, it's like once you sign up and you go there and you buy something, which I did once, I bought a couple things. Then they bombard you with advertisements and you could win this prize and blah, blah, blah. And they just never leave you alone. And so I'm like, yeah, no, you got to go. Okay. I think these are the orange, I think was big in the 70s. These are these gorgeous glass clip-on earrings. These can start at $3. They are really lovely. The filigree right there. I mean, it's not true filigree work, but it imitates it. And it, I mean, it might be wrapped, but it also might just be machine stamped. Huge orange piece of glass. For a long time, I wondered if they were real or not. And what I would do with these, honestly, I would use these as shirt collars, clips. They're strong enough as long as you're not, like whooping it up too hard. I would use them like that. They have beautiful color. So they will start at $3. And they're because I tested this. It is not gold. So therefore, this has to just be a really well cut piece of glass, which means that these cost a pretty penny. These were a high end, probably had a necklace with them. Department store jewelry. And this style of clip is also a sign. Very unusual and comfortable. Okie dokie. Thank you for looking. I have a ton of earrings today. What is this? Okay, this is gonna be, yeah. Orange is your favorite color? Orange was my father's favorite color, Heidi. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff of his that my mother gave him or he bought on his own. That's orange. So this double strand, I don't know if it's late 50s, very late 40s or early 30s. It's so tiny. It could be 30s. Double rhinestone bracelet with baguettes is going to start at $4. It's tiny. It's got just a fold over chain. Now, I'm thinking 50s because it's got that square that we talk about, but it's thick. It's not, and it's done better than some of the ones that I see and I think and I talk about. And remember, these are all my opinions based on all the jewelry that I've held in my hands over the years. I am not an expert that knows everything in the world. This is just me picking up and touching so much jewelry over so many years. And so you just start to get a feel for it. But I am not an expert. And when I say the age on this, I am making an educated guess. And it is a pretty good educated guess. But it still is an educated guess. I want to be clear about that because some people say you shouldn't say anything at all. And I'm like, well, yeah, but, I feel okay about it. So it would just, even though it's small, it would just almost fit me. So I would say it's a size 7. And it does have, last thing, yeah, size 7. because the clasp will not close. It has really nice metal puddling work where the solder goes together. Prong work is okay. So this is, for $4, I think it's worth it. But you all make up your own mind. I'm going to put it over here. I'm wondering, I really like the baguette cut on that and how close the double strands are. I'm going to see if there's a way I can, if no one claims it, if there's a way I can extend with jump rings and then wear it. I have my other gorgeous bracelet from Deborah, antique, that she gifted me, still sitting here. I am starting to fix things. Look at this antique bracelet. It is too small. I need to put jump rings on it. But I'm just fixing things. I literally have a whole box. I'm sorting. I have a whole box of stuff put aside. Like not boxes. And I'm starting to go through and put this with that and this with that. And yeah. So these earrings. Now these things are things I've never shown before. This is brand new inventory. And I have a ton of this stuff. I just went through one small box today. These clip-on earrings have no maker's mark. Oh my God, they're fantastic. I think they're 60s. Based on the avocado green, very MCM. They are a buy it now for $6. Look at those things. Avocado. They're avocado green. So these are a plastic and acrylic, and then the white diamonds to make the little daisy flowers. Isn't that incredible? And they're big. Woo! These are fancy. These are super fancy. Yeah, the avocado MCM green color. And I wish, see, to me, what it looks like y'all are seeing is brown. But it's really, see the avocado green? Yeah. And they're huge. And I'm surprised they don't have a maker. And they are, let's see. Did I pull it? I didn't. Banner. Banner. They are almost 2 inches in diameter. And they are avocado green. And again, these are huge. These are like grandma go to church. Bam. Oh, and they're so lightweight. I could wear these. I could wear these to the party tonight. Look at that. Love it. And one last time, here's the back. See the back? It has that classic kind of style that they were doing in the 50s, but it's just a little, it's lighter metal, starting to, change to more industrialized. You like them with this dangle, or you like earrings with dangles? I don't know what you mean. Anyway, there they are. Think about it. I don't think you'll find another pair like this with that color. Oh, yes. Yep. Because of these 1980s gold foil plastic earrings. Yep. They would be good together. Okay. Yeah. So this is new inventory, and it's gonna, I got a lot, so I'm able to offer it at a good price. Lordy, where am I going to put all this? I'm not putting them all in bags right this second. Okay. These are going to start. Happy Ducky, thank you. Uh-oh. Don't drop that. Yeah. These are just, basic, probably 90s clip-ons. I think they're really pretty. These are $2. They have that kind of like the copper cuff is what it reminds me of. Detailing. Let me entertain you. The way that the metal looks braided or swirled silver on the gold tone. Of course, it's just silver and gold tone, but they're pretty nice. I don't think anyone can see that way back there, but that gives you an idea. They're about an inch. Very much if you buy it now, $2. YouTube is really hungry lately. Huh? Yeah, Ducky. YouTube is really hungry. They're very classic 1980s, 1990s, and they're super light. So I'm going with 90s. Okay. So just remember, we're going to pass. I'm going fast, and I don't do recaps. And none of these earrings, I literally sorted through. I don't know how many pounds of vintage earrings. And I have to sort them and put them together. So I just did one box out of a huge box. So they're not in bags yet, and I'm not going to take the time right now to do that. It's just all too much. So much. Oh, okay. These are really cool. They're heavy. These are copper artisan enameled earrings that start at $9. They're heavy, and they are screw on. See how my light on my webcam just changes at will? It's so weird. So actually screw on when they're heavy is better than clip because you can really get them to stay on. At least that's my memory as a child. Now look at these. Thank you. Thank you, Heidi. Look at these. The clear coat on these is thick. Hold on a minute. I'm checking something. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't like that. You know what? That sucks because this side too has like this beautiful speckling. But guess what? Cat, no, honey. You know what? See right here? Cat. This is, you can't see it because it's the same color. And I didn't, but then you touch it, this is gone. This is gone. So, Kat, if you're still interested, they're $3. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look. I couldn't tell at all. But you get over here. I'm sorry, Kat. So you can totally retract, and if you want, they're $3. And, you could even take them off the screws and put them on a wire. Whoa, I almost dropped it. Let me just give a very honest answer. I don't really think so. So how I feel about it is that when you look at it, you tell me, when you look at it like this, what do you see? Because as I'm bopping along, I'm noticing this really cool design. Okay, excellent. I mean, that's what I'm noticing. And then it has the back side as well, so you could wear this side, which is not as interesting, but nonetheless, and the shape is cool. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. And I think I'd put them on wires. God, that bums me out. That piece is missing. But I think it's just going to look like it's art. I think, all of these were, hi, Leslie. All of these were artisan made. And so someone made this, and this piece either cracked off from the two of them touching, or they just didn't solidify this piece well enough before they put the clear coat over it, right? Yeah. I will pack them because it's a thick glass. Hi, Leslie. Welcome in. Nice to see you. I try to get over to your channel, and I do sometimes. I don't always say anything, but I am there a lot. I'm having a huge reduction of vintage costume jewelry, mostly earrings, but some other weird and interesting things. These are really pretty. And I bet the person where I got these from got these wondering if they were gold. And then when they weren't gold, they didn't want them anymore. These are gorgeous. I think these are earlier. These are a cloisonne with brown. This is teeny tiny. Oh, I hate this. Let's let it focus. There you go. Teeny tiny pieces of wire with a brown, like coffee color, enamel color behind it on tiny little wires. They're very dainty, and they are a buy it now of 4. And I think these are probably 60s or 70s. I hope they're showing. I will take one off. I don't think they are. And actually, I mean, I was just throwing all this stuff together, but when I saw them, I was like, oof, maybe I should be keeping those. Oh! Well, I'm not keeping them. And they're hollow, so they're really cool. Leslie, thank you. I do not have your information. Thank you so much. Can you mail me your information? And do you know about my lag time, Leslie? I do 2 week. I don't know if you come in and if you listen. Yes. Yes, please email me your information so you know what I need, right? Your PayPal, your shipping address, yada yada. Um, and Leslie, I do 2 week build-a-boxes, and this is the beginning of week 2, and then I generally start invoicing out week 3. So if you started in week 1, by the time you get stuff, it winds up almost a month out. So if you don't want to do a build-a-box with me, even though this is week 2, it'll still be, 2 weeks or so before you get it. Then say that in the email, and I will invoice you out for just today and get it out as long as you pay by Friday. Okay? I always like to tell new people coming in that information because, you just never know. No. You know what? Here is another rhinestone bracelet. That is okay? Okay. All right. Well, just email me your information. I always want to make that really clear to everyone. So, you know what? I have 2 of these. Let's do this over again. Ducky. Thank you. We're going to do 2 fold over clasp. Ooh, wait a minute. No, we're not. Hold on. No, we're not. This one is very collectible. La Rel, LA-REL. La Rel. This is a very collectible maker. Let me show you all so you have that for a reference later, if I can. Oh, fun and games. Oh, come on. Everything but the name wants to show up. What? I can't. I just can't with this. There it is. La Rel. This is going to be a start at $8. It is just a bracelet, but this is a really well-known name. I think I've been missing that name. Very collectible. Line early. This is an early line. I don't know if this is one of the earlier pieces or not. The puddling work is really good. Banner. Yep. That's it. Look up Laurel. Any of you who collect costume. And I love this piece in the middle. And of course, because it's not summer and I'm not in the sunlight, we cannot see the rainbows. But the quality of this, it's definitely there. Okay. And this is another one. I didn't realize what it was. So it's over there now. If no one claims it in the next couple of days, I think I'll keep it. I have so much weird stuff here. Okay. This is another piece that puzzles me. Maybe it's just because we all or most of us, or many of us, our waistlines are too big. I'm not sure. This is a 1950s, 1960s metal belt. Starting bid of $7. These were still around. These were still around in the 70s for the disco era, but they started in the 50s and 60s. I remember all the cool girls wearing them. So it is a gold belt. This is meant to be the end, and the 3 strung together. Here's the hook clasp. Oh my lord, what did I just do? Oh, what waistline? Yeah, exactly. And it's showing through. It's copper. This was, and these would just jingle and jangle. Just brushed gold tone metal loops, right? It's around and around and around. And it's, dark gold. And how long is it? It's pretty, I mean, it's not short. I will measure it. The idea was that, like, so I used to be 36, 24, 36. If you can name that song, then you were there. And this was meant to hang down like this and move when you danced. So let's see if I can get an idea how long it is, because it's long. I mean, I've never seen another one of these out in the wild. I know I have some reseller friends from when I was a teenager who sell vintage clothing. One of them would probably love to get her hands on this. Maybe I should get in touch with her. Oh no! Oh my lord! I just bounced y'all right out. Hold on. This is going to drive me nuts. I should have measured this one beforehand, and I didn't. Let me put it down here because I'm bouncing myself out of StreamYard. 20. Let's just go with 20. So it's 40 inches around. But the 40 inches around means that you're going all the way over to this dangle part. 40 inches. So it's a 40-inch waist. So to be on the safe side, let's call that a 38. And if you want to have the sexy dangle, let's call it a 36. I mean, this is like hot fun in the summer, on your jeans, halter top, rolled up, cotton sleeved, collared shirt, going out. Yeah, right, Leslie. Someone one day will want this, and I just realized I should get in touch with my friend who has had a business forever in vintage clothing, and ask her if she would like to buy it off of me. So if no one comes in and claims this by Thursday, I'm going to reach out to her. I'm putting it over here. Boom. Thank you, Ducky. Yeah, I was is the key word. 36, 24, 36. Was. Okay, these are some just, these are buy it now. For $1. These are someone's artisan pewter or steel learning how to make jewelry like half moon earrings. They are huge. They are very tribal. They are $1. Why? I'm not sure. You know, pewter and silver are totally different in terms of getting spots off. And I've never tried cleaning pewter, so it probably cleans. I don't know how. But also, just because they're different, they're not heavy. They're very, very, very light. They're, hand carved, someone's workshop. They do have that light all over scratching. Someone wore these a lot. Someone wore these a lot. Cat, good for you. I mean, look at these. They're just fascinating. Good for you. $1 cat sold to cat. Cat, yay. Cat, can you clean pewter? I really want to know. Oh, your ears aren't pierced. How how did you get through life doing that? How did you get through life? You can. What do you clean it with, Cat? What do you clean it with? If seriously, were you just? Is it a like a religious thing, or were you afraid to pierce your ears, or you just thought it was ugly? I'm always curious because there was a long, long time where it was verboten, right? It's a German word, verboten. You just didn't do it. Interesting. Okay, got it. Before I had my daughter, I had a nose ring. I loved it. And then I had a baby. Pull, pull, pull. I was like, yeah, that's no more. Come on. Now, what? Hold on. Yeah, I like patina too. I like patina. I like the fact that that something that was handcrafted was worn all the time. I mean, it has a history. Like that's why I like vintage costume. There's a history. There's our grandparents. There's our mothers. Um, oh, they keep getting infected. Yeah, but yep, living a wild life, it was probably something you were doing wrong. I can relate to that. Girl, I used to walk down the street in the 1976 was when I got into punk rock. And I would see a safety pin on the ground and I would pick it up, spit wash it, and stuff it in one of my holes in my ears. No problems. I would never do that now. I don't know what was wrong with me. Oh, good for you, Leslie. Oh, my Lord, the things we do. Okay, these earrings are going to start. These are so sweet. They're not going to start. We're doing buy it now. These are a buy it now of $4. And I'm pretty sure it's marcasite. And they're so tiny. And then metal hanging off of it. Yeah, an ice cube and a zip. The first time that my ears were pierced when I was 12, it was with a pin and an ice cube. And I wanted to scream. Ooh, but did I do it again? Yeah, I did. So look at these. First off, look at how tiny these are. Look at that. They are just so dainty. And I love locking wires like this. Earrings where it just comes down and it locks in. But these, see how small that is? If you have fat earlobes like me, they're going to be just like that, pinching. Just heads up. If you don't have fat earlobes, then you're good to go. And I'm pretty sure that is a set back in farther marcasite. Let me look through my loop just so that I'm not giving some crazy information. Yeah. It looks like marcasite to me. God, my loop is filthy. I'm going to wipe it down with my sweater. And then it has the same. Yep. And then they have marcasite chips around this, and this just hangs on here, but it's meant to be here. And this is metal, hollow metal, not pearls, but meant to look like pearls. And they are a buy it now of 4. I think, do you know a teenager who's young and has thin ears? These would be perfect for like a tween or, 17, 18, especially if they have multiple piercings going up. And these would be like around here or here. They'd be great. Buy it now, $4. Now, these were one of my favorite. And the reason I say teenagers is just because I know how small that is. And I know as I aged, my earlobes got thicker. And so that would be tight on me. But when I was a teenager, no problem. And God, graduation isn't coming up that soon, is it, y'all? Please tell me it's not. We can pass on those for now. Please tell me it's not. And I don't do recaps. Please tell me it's not. Okay, I'm going to move into something. This is your choice. $3 a piece. Keychains. Vintage. Incredible. This is the kind of thing that you would go in a gas station or a hardware store and they would be on the counter and you would pick off the one that you wanted and they'd all be one price. Heidi. Well, you have something to look forward to. There's a ton of them. They are a new old stock. I've had them since I did eBay. And what is the deal with this one? I've had them since I sold on eBay. And I am really tripping on this one and trying to figure out. Oh, there you go. Hold on, I'm blinding you as well. What? There. Oh my Lord, these are new old stock. If I could just get that out. So these have never been used. This is a heavy duty locking on, and it's 60s going right into the 70s. Super strong keychain with this cord, the spacers, the rondelles, and they each have a different plastic bead. This one is very orange. I mean, it's like a peach orange. You see that? They all glow. So that's one. And they're about 3 inches long. So that's one. And I'm not going to show you the glow on every single one. This one is a really pink. It's not light pink. It's pink watermelon. And they all have the rondelle. So you just put the color, orange, pink, pineapple cut. This one is like an AB coated topaz with purples, pinks, and greens. And just a swirl pattern going on. Yeah, it would identify your purse. And these are the really good, they will not come undone keychains, unlike so many of today's like carabiners and stuff that just suck. These are incredible. This one is another AB peach. Now see, that's similar to the other color. Peach swirl. They all glow. And this one, I'll show you in a second, is a cream with pink lines. Is that not cool or what? And this is hollow. But this too, this gold cord, kind of herringbone style, whatever. It's not herringbone, that's not quite right, but kind of snake. Really heavy duty as well. So here, let me put them all right here. They all glow. So hold on. Well, wait a minute. God, that's driving me nuts. This one, it does glow, but it's not. Yeah, there you go. It's coming across. It glows. The two that don't, that seems very weird. Maybe it's because of the, glows, and it's the peach. Whoop. I see Leslie in at 3. Anyone else who's interested could put in 3, depending on how many Leslie wants. The only one that seems not to glow is this one. And I kind of think it's because of the AB coating. So hold on. And this one as well. So both of the ones, it glows a little, but the AB coating blows it out. Sorry. And the pink, a little bit. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, sold to Leslie. So it is a UV light. Yes, Leslie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I blinded everyone. So, Leslie, please tell me which one. You want the pink one? Okay. The pink one doesn't glow. It's a light glower. It's a light glower. So is that okay with you, Leslie? The pink pineapple cut? This one is a lighter glow, and then the 2 ABs don't really glow at all, and the other 2 glow like crazy. Okay. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Hi, Jessica. You are my sunshine. Okay, so the pink one, I love these. I've had these forever, and nobody ever wants them, and I'm like, why not? I think they're fantastic, and they hold the keys so much better than modern. So, I mean, what's up? Pink cube, and I love the cube. Okay, Pamela has some requests. So nobody else is interested in any of these vintage keychains. Really? Okie dokie. I put them back in the bag. But little by little, we get there. Little by little. See, I'm always talking about, I was thinking about this today right before the sale. I'm always talking about how I love plastics. I do. But let me be clear about that. I love the old vintage plastic that's already out there. Okay? I don't love Ziploc bags. I don't like packing peanuts. I don't like plastic Tupperware. I'm not about non-renewable resources. So, but if you're talking vintage plastics, oh my God. Or this is not this vintage glass pearls with those like Venetian ceramic or porcelain beads in here. This thing from Japan, 1950s, something like that, and all the seed beads. Oh my God, to die for. Okay, Pamela. Yeah, I'm trying to pay attention. Well, yes, so vintage Tupperware is great, but brand new Tupperware, new. Okay, I have to clean this now. Pamela. Yes, Pamela. Have I been yelling for you? I thought I'd been yelling for Patsy. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. That is you, not Patsy. Pamela. God, thank God. Yes, Pamela. Okay. So, Pamela, yes, it's you. Good Lord. Takes a village with me. So, these, I'm going to lower it to 22. I was asking 30. 22, Pamela. You want these that match that incredible thing, and then I can put them in the same box. These clip-on incredible blue that match your brooch for 22, Pamela. Because I need Ducky to put that in so I can just have a sold official. Uh-oh. What in the world is happening? My comments, YouTube is bouncing me around. I don't appreciate it. Okay, beautiful. So these are sold to you for 22 because you got the brooch. Such a beautiful brooch. Good. And now I can put them in your box, which I did not close. Good. Yes, I've been today. I think I was saying Patsy, but every other day I've been Pamela. I think I emailed you. I'm like, don't you want these? Okay, there you go. So this is going over here because it needs to go in your box. Now, the other thing is, what else is the other thing? Where are we? First up, Ducky, what is the other questions? The other questions were the 2 rhinestone. Thank you, Jessica. The 2 rhinestone bracelets and something else. So this one was 4. So this goes to Pamela for 4. Good, and we can put this. I got to make a note. I'm going to put this all in your same box, Pamela. The one I have ready to go. And I'm going to put these both in the same bag. This one is $4. So this one rhinestone bracelet was $4. This one, the Del Rey, was starting at $8. D-Ray, or I don't know right now. I'm not going to worry about it. And what was the punk rock earrings? Let me put these in the bag. My punk rock earrings. My punk rock earrings. My punk rock. Oh, my punk rock earrings. Yes, absolutely. Okay, this goes over here as well. And these. I think I started these at 4. Is that right? Let me go up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Nope, not those. Up, up. Let's get in there. Where'd it go? Come on. Wow, YouTube not only is eating comments, I'm looking. It's not only eating. Where is it? Ducky. What can I find it? I think it was 4. Thank you, Jessica. Okay, I give up. It's not letting me see it. 5. $5. Okay, thank you. Okay. And it's right there. Is it right there on my screen? Of course it is. Oh. These are really cool. And they're really lightweight. So all of these, congratulations and thank you, Pamela. All of that is gonna, I'm gonna invoice you out, and it's going to go into the box that I have open, waiting to go out. Unless, did I already mail your box? I think. No, I'm pretty sure I have it sitting over there waiting, because I was waiting for this. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What about these? These are, thank you, Ducky. And I'm sorry for being an idiot. I just, there we are. I'm in a fibro flare. These are incredible. Cherry, like dark cherry, moon glow, copper screwback earrings, and they are starting at 5. Oh, I think I'm a little just a little. Now, when I go into a fibromyalgia, I already have it anyway, and then I have my chronic back pain. Now, I don't know, Heidi, I get brain fog, and my brain just is like, what? I can't keep up with it. Look at these. Beautiful. The color on these, unbelievable. Unfreaking, with just gold tone spacers. Are they gold tone? I believe they are. These. And then the backs are copper. And they actually are beginning to do the patina. And this has some little bit of red on it. which doesn't make sense to me unless like these were thrown together in a bag. But this doesn't scrape off and there's no scrapes. So, I don't know. They're beautiful though. The color is just stunning. Leslie's in for 5. Bye, Jessica. Jessica, have a wonderful day. And if everyone doesn't know Jessica goes dumpster diving. And it's really a pretty interesting channel. And look how old these are. Like this one. So here's something to me that's interesting about these. So Leslie, just so you see it, I mean, they still both screw on. This one is square and this one is oval. So that makes me suspect that they were repaired during the war and maybe that much older. And because that's thin, I would not try to straighten that back into an oval, Leslie. Mm-mm. So if no one else is going to come in, then we're going to count it down for Leslie. They are about, well, I'll just tell you exactly. I don't have to say about. They're 3/4 of an inch, and the middle, it stands up 3/4 of an inch. They're just so pretty. They look like cranberries. That's it. Cranberries. Cranberries. Thank you, Leslie. These are so. That's the kind of plastic I like. I appreciate it, Leslie. Thank you. Why are you afraid to wear them, Heidi? Are you allergic to metals, or do you have like a hole and so you're afraid that it'll go through the hole, or because you just take it up or over one way or another where you screw it on and you screw it and they unscrew super easily. I wore them all the time as a teenager. Oh, you're afraid to lose one. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I could see that. I mean, that I understand. If they're really, really gorgeous and if they're worth, like a lot of money, they have diamonds or they have something, spectacular beyond just your, beautiful costume. And you want to, you could take them to a jeweler and have them take off the screw back and glue or solder on a post. Yep, exactly, Leslie. Screwbacks are way more comfortable than clip-ons once you figure it out. 100%. Yeah. Well, Heidi, you might want to go in and have them fixed. Yep. Okay, this is a really weird deal, but here, y'all, this is $2 because I don't have a clue. This was in this whole lot of what I got. They are plastic gauges for your ears. And they're plastic, but I'm at a loss. I'm not going to, they're modern. How modern? I have no idea. I don't think these were ever used. There is this, and this is plastic. Buy it now, and there's several of them. Yeah, the emotional worth is just, just keep that around. And then there is these 2 in here. that are like a blue, metallic blue. So everyone knows what ear gauges are, right? And then, yeah, I just didn't know what to do with this other than to leave it all in one bag and bring it. And then there's these. I'm not sure if that's supposed to go on these to decorate it, or if it too is also just an earplug. It very well could be. I think often you start with plastic and you slowly bump up. Like, see, this says the bag OG8MM. I think so, Heidi, exactly. Stretchers. And then there's the small ones that are stretchers, and then these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. They probably do. Yes. Yes. It's all of those. And it's by all of them. And one of them just dropped. Hold on with my arthritic back. I'll be right back, you guys. Oh my Lord. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what to do with them. So I just thought $2. And then if no one wants them, I'm just going to give them to the Goodwill. Because I really, I mean, even this one has the bag. I don't think they were ever used. I think someone had the idea and something, but I don't know enough about it. And these are the soft, like where you're just letting your ears get used to it. It was never my thing. So these, if nobody wants it, that's okay. And I can give them to Goodwill. They very likely do, Heidi. Especially because I think of house parties when I think of gauges in my ear. Raves, house parties, electric music, all that good stuff. So these are $1. These are buy it now $1. And these, I think these became big in the 90s. And these are supposed to be on a gold post earring. And you see how there's 3 holes, so you could higher or lower. And I remember these just hanging like this. I don't remember them being like that. Although I guess you could do that. I remember them being like this. And they're just light pink rhinestones. They're teeny tiny. Definitely, I think late 90s, 2000s. Yep. Itsy bitsy. Itsy bitsy. And if nobody buys these, I will probably pirate the stones at some point. I don't need them now. Are they? Yeah. I mean, they're really cute. So I will put them up here just as a reminder to myself. Okay, let's move right along. These blue melt glass and confetti clip earrings are going to be a buy it now of $7. And the only reason for that is because nobody has been interested. Here's the back. I love them. I mean, I could put these in a jewelry box. and or put them on my shirt collar for the rest of my life. These are very high end. I can only imagine the necklace that went with this. Good Lord. And this is, Heidi, we were talking about milk glass. This is blue milk glass. And then this is the confetti just over a plastic. And the medium bluish rhinestones. Leslie, $7. They're yours. Who knew, Leslie? Thank you, Leslie. I didn't take you for a costume jewelry girl. It is I'm moving towards vintage, semi-precious, silver, gold, etc. But I will never, ever stop selling this stuff because this is my heart. This is my love. So it's funny how, we watch someone sell and we think, oh, and you're like, no, I love this stuff. Thank you. I didn't know that. Oh, well, am I just not picking up on that? What? So where have I been? So you know what I'm selling and you know that the prices are good then. Interesting, Leslie. Where have I been? Clearly I need to come watch a few of your sales and pay better attention because that's not what I'm remembering. And so that's on me. Okay. So this is going to be a buy it now of $10. Please and thank you, Ducky. And it is a whole lot of brooches. This is I know the name. This is brushed silver. There's an angel. Let me show you. I'll just really quickly. It's a really good deal. It's just, these are things I've had for way too long. This is more modern. Just a little angel, fairy lady. This is the back. That is acrylic. Silver on the top, gold around the bottom. Here is the back. Here is your 60s. I really always like the double here. It is green, like a flower or a star. That is green glass. I would wager, remember, I am well educated, that's probably a check glass based on the green, but the rest of it is just your basic 1960s brooch. This has no name. Little pearl with a little spacer cap. Heart. I have no name. Anyone know the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I love this brushed silver tone brooch bow. Nobody has ever wanted to pick it up, and it is oh good Lord. I think that might say Coro in a way that you can barely read it. And I got to tell you, that's the first time. I've had this for 2 years, this brooch, and that's the first time I've even noticed this signature. And it might not be coral. It's hard to tell. That's not how I'm used to seeing coral, but it looks like a C at the start. And then this one, stamped metal. $10 for the bag. Interesting. I wonder what the heck that says. Not a clue. Interesting. I never noticed it. That is old. Which one? The silver one? Is that old coral, Leslie? And also the check glass, but no one wants them. I mean, I sell a lot of brooches. I sell a lot of stuff. And I have a lot of stuff. Yeah, and I'm getting more. But this, it does poke out. So it's, still in that 50s or whatever. But I cannot make out the signature. Oh, yes. Yeah, I always thought that this was like a turn of the century woman's tie or scarf pin. That's what I always thought, Leslie. Would that be kind of your assumption, even though it's the stamped metal? And I thought that based on the style and on that swirl and just like it has a pop, but it's also so subtle. Yeah. That's kind of what I thought. Clasp. Well, the clasp is just, it pokes out. Let's see. It pokes out, but see, it's not like a really crude clasp. You know what I'm talking about, Leslie. It is just a rollover. So, I mean, could it be a repop? Or I've always felt that it was old. I've also always kind of wondered, this looks acrylic. And hold on. Yeah, I've just had it so long. And the stone is still white. I don't know, y'all. Yeah. Okay. That's, yep. 1930s. Gilded Age. Right after that. Not the Gilded Age, but you know what I mean. The Gilded Age is supposed to be more like, 1880s, 1890s with all the railroad barons. Okay, this whole bag is going to a giveaway. So let's not a giveaway. Okay, this is a thing. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. And thank you, Leslie. This bag of jewelry starts at $15. $15. And it's a mixed deal. There is this, I don't want to take it all apart. There is this artisan made, it has a big bale, brass and copper swirled piece for like a torque. It's about 3 inches. There are these pearls. It is a necklace. A couple of these, they're faux pearls, have a little bit of paint loss, but not much. And I can't remember if they're glass or not at this moment. This is that more modern silver foiled purple bead necklace. This is a 90s, I think it's either Coral or Monet brooch pin. There is a 70s, 80s bracelet, gold tone. It's about a size 8. There is this funky pair of red, white, and blue dangle earrings. There is this brooch, this atomic 1950s brooch in here. Yeah. Ducky. Yes, exactly. Well, see, so that's Leslie, I agree. So that is why I kind of talked about the stamped metal and was wondering if it was a repop of what would be really commonly worn in the 1930s. And then there's a pair of modern costume jewelry earrings in here. Oh, and also this acrylic, looks like tiger's eye and other materials, gold tone necklace. And this is a brooch and a pendant with plastic purple beads and some rhinestone beads, I believe, at the top. There you go. So, and it's substantial. Oh, and there's another brooch. There's a lot of stuff in here. Where was the Monet? Oh, I don't know if it's a Monet. It's a 90s. If it's a Monet or if it's no, oops, it's Listener. Where'd it go? God bless America. Listener. But it's a much newer. The pin back does not go through. And then I'll just show this and then I'm going to move on. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Ellie. Welcome. And then this is in there. I think this is really cool. This artisan piece. It needs a torque. And so much more is in there. But like I said, I've shown it. I've done it. You can go back and look because I don't do recaps. This is all stuff that, this I could have kept around for longer. I just chose not to, but I kind of probably should have. If this bag doesn't get cleaned in the next 48 hours, that piece will probably come out of it. Okay. Just thank you for inviting Ellie. Hi, Ellie. Welcome. How much for just the bacon pendant? Okay. Yes. So I didn't even read that, and here I am saying I should take that out if no one else wants it. Oh, well. Leslie's in at 15 though. I love the bacon pendant. I absolutely love this piece. It's just funky enough to be cool. And there's a lot more in here. I'm sure you could figure out something to do with it. Oh. So we can, there you go. There's my 420. Oh, perfect. And that's my birthday too, 420. Oh, so we can go ahead and say sold to Leslie. And then that is so nice. That is so very nice. Ducky. But Leslie wants me to gift it to you, Ducky. And Ducky, I'm just putting your box together from these last like 3 weeks. And so it'll go right in your box. Yeah, isn't she fantastic, Leslie? I appreciate her so much. So this too is going to stay out. Can we say sold to Leslie, and I'll put it up there so everyone knows. And then that way, this I'm leaving out, so I put that straight into your box. I have got quite a bit of early morning finishing closing boxes and getting the labels and getting it to the post office tomorrow. So let's see. These are pretty. And these are somebody. Well, you don't have to. I mean, you totally volunteer here. So, Ducky. The fact that you do, thank you. But you don't have to. Okay, these are Coro. These are stunning. God, it's raining so much. These are going to be a starting bid of 12. These are beautiful. They are screw on. There is the Coro. I know it's a little out of focus. I was surprised because Coro, Listener, Renoir, Del Rey, all these different names I'm so familiar with. But these earrings really surprised me. Look how, and then I don't know why though, because the quality is incredible. These, honestly, that brushed silver tone sparkle with these stones, I don't think these were ever worn. They're so good. They are like a light lilac. The 3 round, like what you could call flowers, it's like a light lilac, and then on the top in the middle, clear white. Yet they're like in perfect condition. Honestly, let me show you. Let me unscrew here. Honestly, someone else did this. I bought this big lot. Millie. Hi, Millie. Millie, I'm sure you're buried. You're always buried. You got so many things on your lap at all times. Let's see that. That's Coro. Brand spanking new. And this lilac color has tiny hints of like pink. See that? That is some good quality glass. Wow. Sexy. Okay. So these started at 12, which I think for Coro is a steal. I'm sure these are, well, I don't know. Maybe they're like 60s, but the quality of the glass is like, wow. So well made. Putting them back together, and I want to put them in a bag. Yeah, thank you, Heidi. I'm going to put these in a bag to keep them. And these will come back. They're here today at 12. These are going to come back next time I show them at a higher price. You've got 48 hours to pick them up at this price. Wow. Wouldn't you love to have the necklace? Oosh. Ooh. Yes. Okay. So let's see. What else is it? This is the craziest bag of whatnot going on over here. Box, I should say. Box of whatnot. Okay. Look. I've had this beautiful little thing. I saw that, Melly. Yeah, that video was hilarious. Okay. Boom. Pass. Yes. Remember, I don't do recaps. So, and I'm going to end in about 15 minutes so I can feed the animals and go to my friend's 80th birthday party. It's going to really be a bummer driving in this rain. It's really going to hurt me as well to try to attend, but I absolutely need to. And then tomorrow, I just need to get on it and finish packing those boxes and move forward. So this is a buy it now for $12. This is an Arthur Miller dance studio charm. If anyone remembers Arthur Miller. Does anyone remember Arthur Miller? Oh, what? Okay, today is, see, fibro. Today is one of those days. Today is one of those days. So it comes with the little pin that goes in the little box. Let me put that down. Used to go to school to learn to do all these different dances from Arthur Miller. And they had all these different charms, and you put them on charm bracelets. Look at the silhouette of that. And as far as I'm aware, it's just like a brass tone. Is it metallic? I've never tested it for gold. It doesn't say anything like that anywhere on it. There's no metal. It's from New York. I don't think it's anything like that. And then the box itself, yeah, it is. Has the maker and New York, New York. So it's the original box even. Isn't that cool? 1960s, 1950s, Arthur Miller Studios. Melly, did you go? Yeah, testing gravity. Melly, did you go to Arthur Miller's dance studio? I mean, I was like, Day on the Green girl. So I didn't do that. I did when I lived in South Lake Tahoe. I learned how to line dance, just basic line dancing at the casinos for a while. And I really would like to get back into that if my back would just cooperate. But, And it's about 1 inch. Ugh. So there you go. That was why won't it show? Buy it now, $12. It's really cool. Really cool. And this is not something that's going to wind up going anywhere. It's one of those things that if someone, doesn't want to step in and purchase it, it's going to stay with me. Okay. These are going to start at 15. Please and thank you. Rhinestone clip-on with this opalescent cat's eye centers. Out. Start at 14. And the clips work because I just clipped my finger at the bottom. Wow, that was fun. So I've never done that before, at least not that I remember. Here's the back. These have just a little bit of the silver tone coming off. But wait till you see the front of these things. Look at these. They're a little heavy. These are gorgeous. The cat's eye opalescent glass in the middle. And then the rhinestones are like a very light, smoky gray, very light, with 2 rows. They're so well done. Yes. So you would call it moon glow glass. Okay. I'm used to moon glow plastic. So you would call it moon glow glass. Okay. Thank you. I've always just called it kind of like cat's eye because it reminds me of marbles, right? They're really in the prong setting. I suspect that these are worth double what I'm asking. But that would look good tonight. If I could wear this, I need something much warmer, but otherwise it would go with my bandana and everything. Yeah. Yep. Yes, ma'am, Ellie, it is. Oh, and Ducky, you're not yelling at me. Yes, Ellie, it is. Sorry. So those started at 14. Thank you, Melly. And I never, just so y'all know, I never sell anything with dead stones or, replaced stones. If I catch it, I will not sell it. If I catch it and I see it, I will reduce the price and bring it to you. But I'm that's not what I'm about. So I check very carefully. 1.5. And I will say that I did not research that glass because I'm just calling it what I call it, and then it's the rhinestones. I know they're from around the 1950s, and they're not signed, but they likely were a designer. And some things if it's brand new and I've never seen it before, I'll research it. Other things, Melly, these are heavy, honey. Are you sure? Melly, just tell me you're sure because they're heavy, Melly. I mean, like, I could wear them for a couple hours and then I'd have to take them off. Okay. We can sell these to Melly for 14, and like I say, Melly, I think they're probably worth almost double. If they're worth double that. Thank you, Melly. I will. I'm gonna go to my friend's 80th party, 80th birthday party for a little bit. And thank you, Melly. But I'm definitely gonna check you out while I'm getting ready, and possibly when I come home. I don't think I'm gonna stay there that long because it's raining. It's gonna be dark, and I'm not really a night person. I'm not really a lot of that. And so, Melly, thank you so much, Melly. Melly, I'm just about to invoice you out. Tomorrow is finishing boxing, then coming home and doing all my last inventorying. And do you want me to just include everything at this point? Or do you want me to wait for this new 2-week build-a-box that you're in? You only have a few items, so let me know. Gigi, hi Gigi, honey. I'm so glad you're coming in. I will tell you that in 10 minutes, I'm done because I got to go to my friend's party. It's important to me. It's not every day that someone turns 80. Wow. Okay. Look at you all. I'm going to do 4 items and then I'm going to close. And I just am like, what in the heck? I've never seen. Okay. So, Ducky, we're going to, yeah. Ducky, these are going to start at, these are not cheap. These are going to start at 16. These, they're clip-on earrings. They are porcelain. They are, I don't know. I've never seen earrings like these before. So what's lovely about jewelry, whether you're dealing in modern, whether you're dealing in semi-precious vintage or costume jewelry, no matter how many years you do it, you're always going to be surprised by something. There's always going to be something you've never seen, right? And that is what's happening to me. So these start at 16. And this is one piece. And these are like, I don't know. I'm going to assume these are hand blown. I have another country in mind. And see the matching here. And these are glass. And these are glass. I mean, maybe this is glass, but I don't think so. It has, see the color variation? And they're put together with wire. Here's the back. I'll take them off if you want. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. These are just, I don't know. I'm surprised there's not a maker on here. I think they're a lot older, is what I think. Educated guess, having been doing this for, since the late 70s. Look at the back. I honestly, again, I feel like these could easily be turn of the century to 30s. Why? Because the way that they're constructed, the puddling, and German maybe, or Italian, Austrian, I don't know. They're fascinating to me. Look at how, my gosh, look at that. Seriously, they go all the way up here. They are, I really wish these had a maker. I don't know. They don't. They are, now hold on. Let me look at, so they're constructed with wire onto, the prong, the wired base, right? And then I'm just looking at what that is. Because, wow. I want to make sure, because if this is true, then yeah, bingo. Wow. And then yes, no. So here's how I know they really are very old. The puddling it's not great. It's older. It's that older, like, who cares kind of I can't explain it. It's not super high quality. I can't explain it, Melly, but I know what I mean when I'm saying it. And there's the wiring, but there's also cotton cord in addition to tie it down. That is not fishing line, and that's what I wanted to make sure of, to make sure they weren't some kind of weird repop. That's cotton cord. So that says everything to me. Yeah, these are just fascinating. And they're heavy. They're glass. And they're wired and cotton thread wired. So I don't know. Oh yeah, 100%. I've never seen anything. That's all I got to say. They started at 16. Melly, are you sure about that, honey? They are heavy. These are something special. Melly's in for 16. Okay. We can count them down for Melly. I'm going to show a couple more items and then be done. Melly, these are something, I just unpacked them and I got such a good deal on all of this that I'm letting them go for this much. But this is a type of item that I would usually start out asking 30. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. Glass. Oh. Green. So you let me know what you think, Melly. But I think they're very unique, and I actually, thank you, Melly. I'm gonna I know they sold, but I'm gonna set them right here. So while I'm invoicing and everything, yeah, easily worth 30. That's how I feel. I'm gonna do image search, not today because I want to go to my friend's party, but another time. So these, thank you, Melly. Melly's a sweetheart. Melly is coming on at 5 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yep. Yes. Japan and England. Well, they feel like porcelain, but maybe they're glass beads. But I'm not used to they're heavier and they're not clear. They're not see-through. They've got swirled colors, but they might be blown glass. There's also Venetian glass, the wedding cake. So I don't freaking know. Yes, 100%. Okay, so Ducky, thank you. I appreciate. You know what? On Fridays, I do a whole thing where I talk and we chat, and I tell you what I know, and I ask you to tell me what you know, and that way together we keep learning. Yeah, there very likely could be a very Japanesey, but they feel very much older than the 50s. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. Okay, so these are going to be a buy it now of $3. These are plastic. They are clip-on earrings. I think they're 80s based on the back. They don't have a maker. This has some nice shine in it. The color, the light goes through. So sparkle, that's what I was trying to get at. And I don't know if that's like a designer symbol on here or not, or if it's just trying to be like whatever. I have no idea. Good night, everyone. Yes, Melly, I will stop by also. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. Everyone, remember that Melly's coming on in just a little bit. Here's the backs. No makers. Yes. Gigi, no problem. So there's where they'll buy it for $3. And then I'm going to do my last pair. Gigi, you crack me up. This last pair, because Melly's almost on and I need to feed the animals and go to my party. These are really cool. These don't have a maker either. I don't know the year on these. They kind of could be all over the place. I think they're really cool. I love this type of clips. These can be a buy it now for $5. I love this kind of clip. Super comfortable. Wire with that clip. Super comfortable. There is no maker. This is what the back looks like. And that's what the front looks like. So this is silver and this is gold tone. And I did not test this. However, where I got these from, I'm quite sure they were tested, and that's why they wound up getting thrown in a box. So I do not believe that they are. Gold or silver plate. But I think the design is really cool. It harkens back to an old design. But is it an old design? No idea. Didn't have time to do research on any of those. Good night, Heidi. Get some sleep, honey. Okay? So I'm going to leave those there. We're going to call it a night. So, Gigi, I'm sorry you came on so late. I wish you would have been here sooner. I have to go. It is almost 5 o'clock. Melly's coming on. And like I said, I want to go swing by this party and just say hi and then come home. Because I have a lot of work to do tomorrow. And no more sorting through any of my new stock. None of that. I just, I just need to do my thing. Leslie, if you're interested in Jabbits, I have a bunch, and they start at 16 a piece. All different ones. These are celluloid 1920s. I have all different kinds. So, excellent, Ellie. It's so good to meet you. And thank you for coming in today, Leslie. Okay. All right. So I'll be back Thursday, God willing, and my creek don't rise any more than it already is. Thank you, everyone. Be safe, be kind. It doesn't cost a dime.